Today we're going to be checking out 10 celebs you forgot were actually British. I feel like that's the craziest thing ever, is when you see an actor who is playing an American in a movie and suddenly it's like just a straight up like the most British accent you've ever heard.
A lot of times you'll hear like an American actor do British accents all the time, and then you're surprised they're American, but the British actors, I feel like, can do the American accents pretty well.
I feel like the craziest one for me at the time was like Rick from The Walking Dead was British, and he was like had that like super soft British accent. I was like, what?
That's the first one that came to my mind when I thought about this, where it's like surprising is him, because you still don't even imagine it.
And then the governor was also British in that show, and he had like the really like southern kind of, I don't know, but very interesting always. Let's find out a few more here.
There are some super talented actors out there who are so good at faking accents that we completely forgot where they came from in the first place. So today we're calling out 10 celebs you probably forgot were British.
Tom Hardy, like his American accent sometimes is just like he kind of like mumbles.
Yeah,
which is weird.
It kind of goes a little higher pitch too.
Yeah, he's like. Sometimes it's hard to understand him in certain movies.
At dialect skills.
Oh, Dr. House.
Putting on a believable accent is incredibly hard, which is why we've got to give it up to the actors on this list who make it look so easy that we actually forgot they're British. Let's start off the list with everyone's favorite sarcastic doctor known as House, Hugh.
Oh, his American accent is.
Find out what's wrong with people and I fix it.
Hugh has been a staple of
Kind of got
American
the
television.
grumbly type of voice.
I feel like it's so much more believable when they add like an element to that, like a raspiness to it.
Yeah,
like
versus, and then they'll like go back to their original accent of like their British accent, and then the like pitch and the tone and everything will change completely.
It's crazy. The acting skills are
2004,
insane.
thanks to his 8 seasons playing Dr. Gregory House. So it's really not our fault that we totally forgot he's originally from England.
Now I understand your confusion.
There you
Honestly,
go.
if I'd only
So
watched
much
House and
different.
never seen him in an interview, I would have never known. Next on our list, A-list hottie Andrew Garfield is such a chameleon when it comes to his film roles that we instantly bought him as an adorable American high school student / superhero in Spider-Man.
I feel like a community service.
And since Andrew has done a
That was
number of
extremely
non-British
quiet. I
roles
didn't even hear it.
throughout his
Couldn't hear
career, including performances in 2010's The Social Network and this year's Oscar-nominated Hacksaw Ridge, it's only when he's on the red carpet that we're reminded of his UK roots.
I just glazed over the Wikipedia page
That's
and
crazy,
hoped that
yeah.
I wouldn't disappoint millions and millions of fans.
Fun fact, Andrew was
I can't
actually
think
born
of his like Spider-Man voice because we couldn't hear it in
Yeah,
that clip.
yeah.
I can't think of it,
in
but
Los Angeles, California, but since his family moved back to England when he was just 3 years old, he still counts as 100% British in our books. Next up, Hugh Dancy had us completely fooled with his spot-on American accent while playing Will Graham on NBC's Hannibal.
We're looking at plumbers, steam fitters, tool workers.
But it turns out he was
I don't know
born
who
and
that is.
bred
I
in
don't
a
either.
city called Staffordshire, England, and before he had his breakout American role on Hannibal, he charmed audiences using his native British dialect in films like Confessions of a Shopaholic and one of my favorite films, Ella Enchanted.
Well, Ella or Frau, you're the first maiden I've met who hasn't swooned at the
There's
sight
quite a
of-
difference between the two accents.
Lucky
though.
for Hugh, he's just as dreamy no matter what accent he's using. Moving on, it might blow your mind to find out that The Walking Dead star Andrew Lincoln
Yep,
is
there we
also
go.
a native Brit.
You told us to get ready to fight. I didn't listen.
That's right,
See,
guys.
his one is like so unique because it's got the American thing to it, but he's almost got his own accent, the Rick
Yeah.
Grimes voice.
yeah, I mean it's like not what you'd think of a Georgian accent like it's supposed to be. It's very Rick. Like even when you talk like Rick, you go. If you're trying to like mimic him, you're like, Carl. It's so interesting. You would not expect that to be fake.
And now let's hear the British
Guys,
side of
Rick is
him.
actually from England, and you might remember that if you go and rewatch Love Actually, where Andrew plays Mark, a guy madly in love with his best friend's wife, played by Keira Knightley.
Don't show it around too much. Needs a
Wow.
bit of editing.
It's not your fault you
That's
forgot he
so
was in that.
He
crazy.
sounds
He's-
like
Played by Keira Knightley.
some other.
Don't show it around too much. Needs a bit of editing.
For some reason, he reminds me of Geo Wizard.
It kind of does in a way. I don't know if you guys know who Geo Wizard is, but the way he like acts when he speaks in his British accent, it has a Geo Wizard vibe. Maybe they're from the same
Too
area.
much. Needs a bit of editing.
It's not your fault you
voice
forgot
is
he was in
different.
that movie, considering his most famous scene is one where he doesn't say anything. Next on our list is the ever so lovely Carey Mulligan, who beat out dozens of A-list American actresses to play one of the most iconic characters in American literature.
Is all this made entirely from your own imagination?
Before Carey played the stylish and sophisticated
They even
Daisy
did like the whatever 1920s to 40s voice in there,
The old timey.
like how you'd hear it like in a video of that
in
time.
The Great Gatsby. She mastered her American accent in films like Shame and Drive. One listen to her posh and elegant British accent, however, and you'll be amazed at her incredible range as an actress.
It's sort of more like audience participation in theatre than I'm used to.
There you go.
I just want to bottle up her voice, turn it into a cologne, and just wear it, you know? No?
Oh.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's just move
all right.
on to our next celeb on this list,
Tom
Tom
Hardy.
Then I will break you.
That's an interesting
Tom Hardy is one of
example.
those actors who becomes completely immersed in his roles, and he's also portrayed not one, but two characters whose faces are covered by masks, including Bane from The Dark Knight Rises and Mad Max Fury Road.
The options.
Why didn't they use his
Bane from The
speaking
Dark Knight
roles
Rises
from
and
Mad
Mad
Max?
Yeah.
Because there was, I don't think he says anything, right? He just grunts.
I don't think so.
Fury Road.
The options and opportunities that came along this year were an unprecedented privilege and opportunity.
Tom is so talented at putting on accents and character voices that we'll probably periodically forget that he's British for the remainder of
He's in
his
so
career.
many movies.
The next
Yeah, I was
crazy-
just thinking that. He's probably so far the most like,
Prolific.
prolific actor
The
on this list.
talented Brit on our list is Christian Bale, who has such a long and
Christian
very
Bale.
relevant name
Christian Bale.
that it's not so surprising that we all forgot he's originally from Wales.
Tell me where the trigger is. Then you have my permission to die.
Christian has played all kinds of American roles throughout his career, from Batman to American Psycho to American Hustler, which is probably why it's genuinely surprising to hear his Welsh
Got two
accent.
movies with American in the
What
title.
could it be? What's the best it could be? What really interests us about it?
I gotta say, I think I prefer his Welsh accent to whatever that Batman voice was. Next up, hunky Daniel Sharman, aka Isaac from MTV's Teen Wolf, is so hot in everything he
Teen
does
Wolf.
that it's almost a crime that he's secretly English as well.
Or a stupid teenager pretending to be a man.
If you fell in love with Daniel in Teen Wolf, prepare to have your mind blown, because he's even more attractive with his OG British accent.
I'd started to dream in American when I had to do it for a long period of time. And
Seriously, no one
Sadly,
should
they're trying to avoid the copyright here, so they can only play like 3 seconds of their voices, because YouTube, I think, their like limit's like 8 seconds.
You can't really get the full scope of their two different accents.
allowed to be that good looking and talented and have a hot British accent at the same time. Moving
The
down the
chapter
list,
is just
Sam Palladio
Teen Wolf.
pulls off an impressive
Nice.
country accent and singing voice for his role in Nashville.
Can't give me what I want.
Sam was born in Kent,
Singing is
England,
not a
but
good
he said that
example of
swapping
an
his posh
accent, I feel
vocals
like.
for a southern drawl has been one of his favorite aspects of working on the show.
It's a really exciting challenge, and like I say, I love working accents and background of kind of Tennessee Williams plays and things like that.
And last but not least, thanks to Rosamund Pike's incredible performance in David
Pike, I didn't
Fincher's
know she
Gone
was
Girl,
British.
we forgot she was a proper British lady and not a psycho American housewife.
I write personality quizzes for magazines.
Rosamund originally hails from London, and one listen to her sophisticated and charming British accent will tell you that she put in work for that Gone Girl role.
But yes, it was the happiest professional experience.
Can't hear it.
Be quiet.
Her character in Gone
Yeah.
Girl might not have seemed so scary had she kept the British accent. Just kidding. That was absolutely terrifying. All right, guys, now I want to know which of these actors
It's crazy that some of their accents like make them sound like American actors.
Yes.
Like I feel like her American accent almost like gives vibes of other American actresses that are just using their normal accent. I can't think of exactly, but it sounds so similar.
I wonder if they're like coaches or whatever, like try to have them emulate someone as like a way to get
They
them
probably
into
do.
it.
And it's not like very often you like hear them say something, you're like, they said that weird.
Yeah.
Like where it'd pull you out of it. They usually have it nailed.
Yeah, there might be like a few words that like we just gloss over because it's not like that important, but like a linguist might be like, actually, they don't say that around those
I mean,
parts.
America has a lot of different accents. Like if you go coast to coast where words can be said very differently. So it makes sense. Like they even fit like the time period, the region, everything. It's so impressive.
Maybe it's super power with the British actors. They get to learn accents well. or it's just that they have good accent coaches.
They're just good actors.
Yeah, that too. They got a lot of good actors on this list.
I'm surprised. I feel like there should have been more.
Yeah.
Like, they used some that I've never heard of in my life, where there could have been like other bigger ones that are also British that were here.
Maybe they're just focusing on the ones that you forgot were actually British. So they didn't like show like the big names.
What about Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yeah, that one's an interesting
playing
one.
Borat?
Because I don't know if his accent is the most Kazakh accent.
What do you
whatever,
mean?
But,
Mama!
but it is surprising that he is.
Tom Holland's a big one now that he's played Spider-Man, stuff like that. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye.